Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another exciting episode showcasing Jamaica's General Election 2025. Before we start the show, let me first recite our national pledge. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of my fellow citizens, I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. Jamaica. In one of my previous videos, I have given you several reasons why Jamaica needs new leadership. In this video, I am going to outline two of the main reasons why. Number one, our present Prime Minister is a professional liar. Number two, he is a deceiver. Some people has accused me of being biased. So for this reason, I have prepared for you this clip so that you can hear him for yourself lying from his own lips. Take a listen, guys.
One of the things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generated plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I made commitment, and under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
My Jamaican brothers and sisters, don't be fooled. He made these promises when he was in opposition over 9 years ago. Whenever he speaks, his words are so captivating. As honey is sweet, so are the words that flow from his mouth. Everything that he says is exactly what you want to hear. Allegedly, this man is the Barabbas of the 21st century. I am assuming that you have already known the characteristics of Barabbas. He is known to be a liar and a thief. He is being accused of enriching himself from the Jamaican taxpayers' money. This man is as cunning as a fox. You will understand why. Listen to him in this clip that I am going to play for you.
This has no upscale or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the facts of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You get one tin of sardine, you can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the JLP.
Mr. Renford, in 2015, Mr. Holness came to the parliament with a basket of goods. And he was criticizing the PNP about prices.
High prices.
Yes, high prices,
inflation,
and all of these things. Yes. So, comparing that food basket of 2015 to present day, what do you think?
We get that basket again. I want to go back now.
Shall we go back now?
Yes, the basket exists again. If you don't give me one basket, so you're going to have to go back.
I am a critical thinker. And when I see Mr. Holness come into the parliament with that food basket, I was wondering what he was on about. He was trying to say that the government on the day was pressuring the poor people of Jamaica. And that was way back in 2015, 2016. Now we are in 2025. I would like to ask my Jamaican people, are you guys better off today than you were in 2015, 2016?
There's one question I like to ask the Jamaican people, the poorest of people. When last year we played a oxtail for you, or some curry more, because we get to understand say, a pound of curry, a mutton is almost $3,000 a pound.
Wow.
Oxtail is $2,800 a pound.
Wow.
The last time I went to Jamaica, my brother said to me, say, me can't buy my oxtail, but he said, brother, look at my oxtail. A turkey neck in cut off, it look like oxtail.
But anyway, oxtail wasn't in the food basket because if 1 pound of oxtail...
But Mr. Holness mentioned, you know, say poor people can't have no oxtail and they can't have a curry bowl. You can't have any chicken back now.
A few years later.
Madam Speaker, I have a basket here, you see. The food in it don't even top the basket. It don't even top the basket. But it was purchased from a grocery. I think it's the same grocery you bought your basket from the last time. Let me tell you what this comes to. $10,018.66, and that includes $673.91 of GCT. So they're only getting goods really worth $9,344.75. But this is what it can buy. One loaf of bread, 6 Pampers, 1 roll of toilet paper, 2 pounds of flour, 2 pounds of rice, 2 pounds of sugar, and 2 pounds of cornmeal. 1 tin of Clim baby powder, 2 tin of mackerel, and 1 tin of sardine. 1 little bottle of cooking oil. Hand sanitizer. 1 tin of corned beef. And Alaska. Madam Speaker, that little food in there can't even top the basket. Can't even top the basket. And that $10,000 worth of goods was all that
persons who needed help last year. That is what they were given to survive on by the government.
I commend the opposition leader for taking his basket to Parliament. That was a very bold move, because the Prime Minister was bragging and boasting about the economy in the country is good. But how can you say that the economy is good and the grassroots people cannot afford to buy some good food to eat? And you pay the bills, send the kids to school. So the Prime Minister can brag and boast about the economy is good because the people who are supporting him are eating the crumbs that fall from his table, and they are satisfied with that. Now, I am not satisfied with no crumbs that fall from no one's table. And I cannot stand and watch my brothers and sisters in Jamaica suffer and have to bow on their knees to get some crumbs that fall from the Prime Minister or the government table. And what I really mean when I'm saying what I am saying here, my people, is the people doesn't have any job. They can't afford to buy what is on the shelf. So there is this culture that they bring into the country where whenever something is going to happen, they give them a $5,000, or they would buy out the bar, buying rum and beer. And then, after that, the people suffer. I cannot stand to that.
Did you know that this government is saying the employment in Jamaica is 3%? 3% of Jamaican people not working. That's what the statistics say. Because what thing happens? If a man sell a banana or a breadfruit, they classify he's working. You sell a banana and a breadfruit, that can feed your family? That can send kids to school?
Well,
but in the government, we're starting the government statistics, which say that person's working.
yeah, but who is really in charge of starting? Isn't it the government?
Yeah, but me I tell you, say.
Okay, so then the government, remember, the government or the Prime Minister took on the characteristic of Barabbas. And Barabbas is what? A liar and a thief. So I am going to prove to you now that it is more than 3% of Jamaica that is not working.
Alright,
look at what is taking place on the campaign trail. Can you tell me that all those people who go out on motorcades and all these carry-on, are you telling me that those people have a job? Look at the crowd that you see out there. The government is lying, because whenever there is a campaign event, you can see the multitude of people that turn out. And on the day, if those people have a job to go to, then they wouldn't be there.
Alright, for example, the minimum wage is 15,000 a week. And you have these MP and these ministers going to a bar, and when they rack up the bill at 50,000, just to buy liquor for the people. And when you look on a poor man, 15,000 for the week. He can't buy nothing. So you have people that will enjoy the prosperity, where they say, the fake prosperity, you know.
The reality is that the effects of climate change are creating havoc with infrastructure in several countries. This is not a unique problem to Jamaica. What makes matters worse in Jamaica is that our situation is compounded by 30 years of neglect and underinvestment in our infrastructure, including our roads. And if you were to look at when this neglect was most intense, when was this neglect of our roads most intense? I don't need to answer that question. I think every Jamaican knows that when that side is in power, when that side is running the economy, there is no revenues to maintain the roads. So the destruction of the roads, Mr. Speaker, is very well the PNP fault. If they were maintaining the roads from all of those years coming, we wouldn't be in this position. We are building roads that can withstand these strange weather events of climate change.
To blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years. And you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. And that's just the reality of it. There used to be a road maintenance fund, which was established and funded to support road maintenance programs. That was put to an end under the JLP government to help to finance some of the loans that were taken from China, as it was in that case, to finance some of the major road projects. Jamaica's had decades of major road projects, but very little road maintenance. And what bothers me about your approach is that it's going to continue into the future if you are allowed to continue in government. This idea that climate change caused the bad roads in Jamaica, mash down that lie. It has nothing to do with it. We have had heavy rains from time to time in Jamaica for years. Climate change is a reality and it's coming at us. But to blame the poor state of the road network of the country on climate change is a farce. And the people of Jamaica don't believe it. They're holding you accountable for it. And for you to try and pretend that it's a PNP responsible for it. And you've been in government for 9 years.
Mark Golding, we, the Jamaican people, we would like you to get rid of the EOJ from out of the office of the Prime Minister. So, if you should lose this general election, we will hold you accountable, sir.
I think man put Mr. Cameron in there, Nathan Cameron, and then Rockland will labor rights him because they want him to resign and come and fight because Mr. Cameron is way to call it now. I watch that for the people there.
Let us thank the watchdog groups for the good job that they are doing by keeping the government accountable. If it wasn't for the watchdog groups, everything would be swept under the carpet. All these things that come to light, we wouldn't have known about them. So we are thanking the watchdog groups. Jamaica for Justice, JAM, and the others. We are thanking you guys. Help us to save our country.
The Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal JAMP views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the trillion-dollar question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary.
Jamaica. The clip that you have just listened to is from January 2024, where $1.6 trillion was unaccounted for from a number of ministries, including the Office of the Prime Minister. Now you can see why there is so many allegations laid against him. Allegedly, this is one of the reasons why he is under investigation for illicit enrichment. Remember, illicit enrichment is money that you obtain unlawfully or money that you obtain that you cannot give account for. Guys, if you made it this far in this video, it means that you are enjoying this content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Walkathon TV. And remember, it is every YouTuber's dream to get to 1K subscribers. So help us to get there, guys. Help us to get to 1K subscribers. Please and thanks. Guys, 2024 was a very dramatic year. The year started off with $1.6 trillion unaccounted for, and the year 2024 ended with more drama. This time, $3 trillion missing. Take a listen to this clip.
This afternoon, we are going to speak about the millions, the trillions of dollars rather, that seem to be unaccountable in Jamaica. It seems that there are $3 trillion that are unaccountable, that people that have gone missing, and it doesn't seem like anyone knows how that sort of large sums of money were spent. Now, we're going to look at that and see what happens. But let us look at the Gleaner. The Gleaner did report that yesterday, And we're going to look at what the Gleaner had to say about that. But it's rather interesting that we, in a society that is poverty-stricken, in which the government has problems with maintaining the infrastructure, where the infrastructure is actually collapsing if it has not yet collapsed. I would say that the Jamaican infrastructure has collapsed. I would not say we have something there, but it's not anything to gloat over. Our roads, our schools, right, and our hospitals are in deplorable conditions. And yet still, where the Gleaner is reporting 3 trillion crisis. This is what the headlines screamed yesterday in the Jamaica Gleaner. JAMP review raises concerns over massive total unaccounted for government spending. So we have a review of the Auditor General's report, that's the annual reports, for 16 government entities, including ministries by a governance watchdog body, has revealed a staggering $3 trillion in spending that has been unaccounted for over a 6 to 11 year period. Janet Calder, Executive Director and founder of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, that's JAMP, has described the finding as an accountability crisis, indicating that the serial offenders are topped by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. Now, that's interesting that the Ministry of Education heads the list. And we have been having problems. We have heard of situations of unaccountability in the Ministry of Education. Now, what is very concerning is that we do have a problem with education. We know that we have collapsing school infrastructure, that we need new furniture in our schools, we need new schools, right? And the list goes on. And yet still we have this high level of corruption in the Ministry of Education. Now, what is really going on and who is to be held accountable in these ministries? Now, the Gleaner continues, the 3 ministries largely have a social mandate centered around vulnerable populations whose needs are vast, right? So when we talk about education, we talk about healthcare, and we talk about social security. Then, why are we having these $3 trillion unaccountable funds? Now, who should be held accountable? That is the question. When we look at the money in terms of the reports that they have not provided the Auditor General or the Parliament with, and the value of those reports, we came up with a $3 trillion crisis, Calder said while speaking to journalists during a media roundtable at Alhambra Inn in Kingston yesterday.
This kind of corruption is worse than COVID-19. Corruption is destroying our country's economy. It is destroying the infrastructure of our country. When you use your power of authority, which means your office or either your title, to take what is not yours, then it breeds poverty, crime and violence, bad roads, poor health care, and poor education system in our schools. While the election is in its young stage, I am going to sound a warning to my Jamaican people. No third term for this government. For the 9 years that they spent in office, our country mash up. So I say no to this third term. Jamaica need a change.
Guys, if you made it this far in this video, it means that you are enjoying this content. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Walkerton TV.
Well, the politics in Jamaica is heating up now. We have a general election coming up. There's a choice, a clear choice for the Jamaican people. Do you want to continue with this, or you want to make a change? It's up to you. The status quo is with you. If you want to stick to this, or you want to make a change.
Well, I can say to my Jamaican people right now, since Michael Manley, there have never been a leader that come out and decide to fight corruption in the country. So I have seen Mark Bolin as a leader, as integrity. And I would encourage my Jamaican people to vote for integrity. My Jamaican people, I am encouraging you all to vote against corruption. To get rid of corruption in Jamaica, you have to vote against the characteristics of Barabbas. Because remember, Barabbas is a liar and a thief. So, my Jamaican people, I am repeating myself, I am encouraging you guys to vote for integrity. Vote against corruption. Vote for your future. Your children's future. Your grandchildren's future.
Nobody fool you and tell about man call a man this. Is integrity. Me not see why me should answer with a black man because I'm black and I'm integrity and it's corrupt. Me not see why me should answer with a white man because him no have no integrity and he's corrupt. Make a choice. It have nothing to do with color. Think about your children then. Think about your family. Think about the food price. Think about the electricity you're paying. Think about your children you want to send to university.
Stop voting for a special. Stop voting for a few chickens. Vote for jobs. Strengthen your economy by putting your farmers to work. I believe in the policy that says, eat what you grow and grow what you eat. So vote for policies that help to bring prices down. Vote for integrity. We have come to the end of another video. Thank you guys for watching. And remember guys, it is every YouTuber's dream to get to 1K subscriber.
Help us man, let us go to the 1K man.
So
You know we're doing a good job. So help us man.
yes. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video. And remember to love God and live.